Today we're going to take a deeper dive into how we work with our spirit guides, and I'm going to give you a few tips that I use and some that I work with and suggest for my clients to use when they are first starting out. As with any healthy relationship, it takes agreement upon both parties that you want to start moving forward and building trust within each other and building a relationship. So the first thing that I did was give my permission that I wanted to dive deeper and begin a relationship with my spirit team. Friendly reminder, first and foremost, your main guide is going to be the part of your own soul that did not incarnate into the body when you came here. I think one of the most common things that I hear when I'm working with people from beginning is like, nothing's really happening. Like it's just, I don't know, nothing's really happening. And I'm like, okay, well, give it time. Keep doing the things, keep doing what you're doing and give it time. And then literally within a couple months or so, they're like, oh my God, I have been communicating this entire time since I was a kid and I didn't even realize it. Yeah. Spirit communication is super subtle. So you have to get used to subtle. And the way that I got used to subtle was being in kind of quiet meditative states a little bit every single day. So if you're looking for a reason or motivation to start your quiet meditative practice in the stillness, this is a really good one. Try setting your intention and really sit there and be like, what is it that I want to get out of having a relationship with my spirit guides? So first and foremost, it might take a little bit of a journaling sesh to be like, what is it that you want to get out of it? Above all, don't overthink it. Literally overthinking it is just going to trash the whole experience. So just remember, super subtle. The thing about communicating with the spirit realm is that you're using energy. So you're literally opening up a new phone line, basically, of energy to the other realms. If you're not used to doing this type of work, it takes a minute. So don't get discouraged. Consistency is key when it comes to any of this. A lot of people are very claircognizant, which means it's clear thinking, clear thoughts. And so when they have a lot of overthinking, they don't realize that a lot of it is just bypassing messages through the ethers. It's literally just like communication constantly going through your crown chakra and your third eye. And you think that it's just mental chatter. But once you learn to really hone this in and quiet and still the outside mental chatter, and then hone in on the channel of communicating with spirit, you are going to start realizing that a lot of things that you were perceiving during the day that you're trying to block out and you turn the music up, shut up, right? It's actually spirit communication. Here's something that a lot of people need to understand. Spirits have personalities. Just because they're not in a physical body does not mean they don't have a personality, and not every single one of them is super stoked to be working with you. So your little bubbly self's gonna come over and be like, spirit guides. And here's sometimes what's going to be greeting you. Oh my God, she noticed. She finally did it. Now she wants things. Of course. I'll let her wait for a minute. Let her stress. And then sometimes you're gonna come across a spirit guide who's more like this. She finally noticed. Oh my God, okay, we're gonna get all the things. I'm gonna tell you all the things. So get a pen and paper and write it down. We're gonna do automatic writing all the time. And then sometimes there's these ones. No. My soul contract says I just have to be here to support her. I don't have to do shit. And then sometimes you get the super chatty ones. I don't like the way that person's doing the things. We should judge them. Ew. Judge that. I don't like the things. Why are we here? Can we go back inside? I don't like outside. People are gross. Ugh. I'm gonna give you all these things so that you feel them, even though it's really my opinion. God, I'm so glad I'm not actually alive anymore. Yeah, yay. So fun. But when you get dialed in with the crew that you actually work and thrive with, it is insanely magical and unstoppable, and your life starts to really open up and you become more in alignment, and it feels like you actually have legit guidance, and that is what we're aiming for. One of my absolute favorite ways to communicate with my spirit guides when I'm being that needy bitch is when I'm like, Spirit, I have a problem, of course. And I am going to remain open to receiving information on how to best solve this issue. And then you literally just remain open. You stop thinking about the issue or the topic at hand, and you remain open. And this may take a day. This may take multiple days. It doesn't really have a timeline because time is not really a thing there. Anyways, that's a whole nother video on how to work with your spirit guides, because you can actually tell them to hurry it up in Earth time. You guys, it's crazy. You can do so. Anyways, one of my other favorite ways to communicate with my spirit guides, when you're building a relationship and communication in the beginning, it is really fun to play games with your spirit guides. And I tend to do that with my, oh, it's not even in here. Your pendulum. This right here. As soon as you start getting really comfortable with using your pendulum, it is literally the best, my favorite tool for communicating or just getting quick answers. Like, I don't care, I'll bust this thing out in the middle of the grocery store and be like, should I get chamomile tea today or should I get lavender? Right? So like, even, I mean, it doesn't even matter. You can do all kinds of things with your pendulum, but communicating with your spirit guides is one of them. While we are on the topic of spirit guides, giving them something in return for all of their assistance is huge. And you might notice that your answers come in a little quicker if you kind of give back to them. So something that I like to do is I like to offer them candles. So like, I'll light a candle, but like first set my intentions that the energy and the healing is going back to them, and I'll give my gratitude and thanks for all the things that they do for me and all the answers that they provide for me, because but I also like to give them energy work. So if you do energy work, you can give your spirit guides an energy work session. So there's many ways, and that can go both ways, right? So laying down, asking your guides to give you some energy work is an awesome way to develop different kinds of communication, because it's not just going to be visuals. It's not going to be just knowing. A lot of times it's physical too. So you might like physically feel certain things, and that can be your spirit guides as well when you are working with them. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of encouragement and direction on how to start working with your spirit guides, even if you have already been trying to work with them, or some of what I said made some sense to you. Try using some of the examples that I gave to you, and hopefully you'll start working with your spirit guides sooner than later.